So here's a cool example I want you to think about. Pretend I sold hot dogs, right? And at my hot dog stand, I really valued and I thought these hot dogs were so significant and important to me that I decided to put the price at $500 for these hot dogs. Very high price for those hot dogs, right? Well, let's say a certain individual comes and says to me, hey, I want to pay for the rest of the year for everyone's hot dog. Whoever comes to your hot dog stand, it will be paid for. I'm gonna pay you certain amount of money, this big amount of money, so that everyone who comes to your hot dog stand for the next year can have a free hot dog. And I say to him, okay, fine, yeah, sure. Now everybody starts coming to my hot dog stand and they begin to see that the price is free and they begin to take free hot dogs. Rightfully so, because someone paid for the price, right? But then those same people go out and then they say, hey, that guy selling hot dogs over there, he's cheap. He's inexpensive. He doesn't put anything, a price on anything, not even on his hot dogs. Now wait a minute. Am I cheap now because someone else came to pay for it? Am I inexpensive? Do I have a low value of my hot dogs because someone's paid a high value for everyone to receive them freely? No, my nature, my personality did not change. I still value my hot dogs. It's just someone came to pay the price. That's how we approach God a lot of times. We approach God as if he's no longer just, as if he's no longer holy, as if he no longer has a disdain and hate for sin, because someone stepped in and paid the price. But just because Jesus paid the price for our sins does not mean that the nature of God has changed. He is still holy, he is still righteous, and he is still just.